Today we're here with Arcane Roots to talk about the new album, Blood and Chemistry. So, you're looking forward to recent things going on with the band?
Yeah, it's been nice to finally to get our album out, and you know, when you've worked on something for that long and put your heart and soul into it, then you just want to share it with people. So it's been so nice to finally have the album out and get it on tour and actually speak to people face to face and see them enjoying the songs every night. It's been fantastic.
Blood and Chemistry was released on Monday. Have you had any feedback from fans or the public yet?
All the comments we've received from our fans via Facebook and Twitter and such have been incredible. It's just the icing on top of the cake for us. I mean, we're incredibly proud of it, and if other people like it, then that's even better.
Yeah, got you. So when writing it, did you take a different approach in comparison to earlier material?
With the early material, I mean, it follows with the circumstances of the band as well. Before, I mean, it was very much a case of writing the tunes and recording them and getting them out there as quickly as possible and kind of going out guns blazing. And it was really nice to actually be in the position to be a bit more considered about the album. And we spent a month writing together, literally sort of 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and literally, flat out having breakfast and lunch and dinner together and just concentrate on the album, purely for a month. Yeah. was really the making of the record for us, and we really sort of found the sounds and the music we wanted to make, through each other and just interacting with each other and being excited about music. And then to go to Bath and record it with Dan Austin and Chris Coulter, it was just another thing to work so hard on something and then someone come in and just be like, cool, I really like what you're doing here, what about if we did this, what about if we did that? And it's good to have someone come in and challenge your opinions and in the best, most healthy way, refine what you're doing and we're over the moon about it. So.
I noticed you've got a crazy, absolutely crazy amount of gigs on, the last week or two, and the coming week. How are you finding life on tour?
Yeah, it's good. I think we've all we all took quite a beating in the first few shows, which is always what happens. And then sort of by the third, fourth day, you're all a bit weary, and then you come back up again. I mean, all our hands are a bit broken. A bit of trouble with the voice, just singing. Because this time, it's a proper headline set, and we've managed to sort of craft a set in the way it moves and things. And the first show of the tour, I think we played maybe an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half. Yeah. Which after not doing, we were doing the support tour in Europe before then, which was quite physically challenging, mentally challenging, travelling around a lot. But this was physically, challenging in terms of time on stage.
Luckily, we were good mates, so spending that amount of time together, we're kind of used to that, and we can get along. We can laugh about the things that go wrong and the rubbish things, and enjoy the good things as well.
It's a nice thing to have your best friends in your band. When in Manchester, I had everything that could have possibly gone wrong went wrong, and I just had to turn around and laugh, or I would have cried, And so it's nice to have your best friends there to just, it's another show, pat you on the back, buy you dinner, it's nice.
What was your biggest and best moment as Arcane Roots as a band?
It's a good question. No one really answers that.
Sonosphere was the first festival we went to, and as a band and as a professional band, more now. And to just I got to meet the Mars Volta and just watch Biffy and just be amongst all these incredible musicians and people we looked up to. Was just such a strange experience and it still is. It was still really sinking in, and we've been very lucky to meet a lot of people we really look up to and work with them and become good friends with them now. And we often say, if we could write a postcard to our 14-year-old self and send it back in time, they would say that's bullshit, or something,
So Kerrang asked you to cover Smells Like Teen Spirit. How did that even come about? It seems quite a rare thing to us.
It was a Sonosphere actually. We were doing the Kerrang podcast, and we were there and they were just talking away to us, and then we finished the interview and they said, by the way, this is what we're looking to do for a few issues time. Everyone else has turned it down. So like it's the only song we've got left. No one wants to do it. Would you do it? Like, and I was like, I'd love to do it because it's like the most famous. Yeah, exactly. So I think everyone was a bit scared of the flack or whatever, and there was plenty of flack. But yeah, like immediately the idea for how we wanted it to sound was in my head, and I was singing it into our manager's ears and saying, oh, this would be amazing. And we literally recorded it within a few days and sent it over to those guys. And the response was, on the best part, incredible. And still every day people find our band via that, through YouTube. And it'll probably be the biggest social media thing we've done, I would have said, just because it keeps people still search for that song and they find that, and they're over, 70% or 80% of the population really like it, and the other half think we should die.
We'll be playing it tonight.
Never play it.
Never play it. It just, starts there, then it's Bohemian Rhapsody, and then we're playing weddings by the time we
your music videos, do you have much creative input behind them?
A little bit.
Yeah, we just do them all ourselves.
You do them all yourselves?
Yeah.
Daryl here is the creative mind behind all of our videos.
Yeah, it's much like out of necessity at first, because when you start out, you don't have a budget to do things, and other people have got to make money, so they've got to make a profit on stuff. So we decided that we were just going to do pretty much everything ourselves. And we like being coherent in our artwork, and like we do our own artwork, and we like to thread all these things through and put little bits of interest in everything. So it's even our live set now, we started using lights which kind of time the colours and themes in the album, and we like that kind of DIY approach, and we like that control of being just us and our sort of vision. As many people as we can get on board as well, that's kind of nice, as long as they they feel part of the family, and we picked up amazing people on the way. So we're starting to lose a bit more. We're trying to give a bit more of that away, where at first we were quite precious because there's different people with different ideas, and now we've sort of got people on board who really share the same sort of vision as us, and we kind of trust them more. And I think as we get bigger, we're going to have to start kind of expanding the family a little bit more. But yeah, at the moment it's still pretty DIY.
So you're playing Great Escape next weekend, is it? Is that the kick-starting your festival movement for this summer, or have you already done a few?
So I think Takedown's first, but the Great Escape, that should be. I think that's the.
We did Liverpool Sound City, which I guess technically is a festival.
It's kind of there's like festivals are like festivals, and they're in a field or something, or they're in a place, and then you kind of get town festivals. It's like every venue in the town plays. So we've got a lot in this year. We missed a lot last year because we were doing we were making the album, and we just wanted to concentrate on that and really get our heads down. But
so would you say this year's all about, now you've got the album done, really getting the message out there to the people?
Yeah, that's it. It's literally as the biggest mountain we can climb and get shouting, and get it as far and as wide as we can. We're 1,000,000% proud of it, and now we just hope that we can get it out there, and if we're not proclaiming our record to people, then we will.
Ever get out of Europe? Well, within Europe much, and outside the UK?
We got to go to the H.R. Geiger Museum in Gruyere in Switzerland, and just stand on top of a mountain and just watch the sun go down while all the snowy peaks, and we all just stood there being like, wow, I can't believe I've missed this for 25 years. So we love Europe. The Left Eye was written mainly in Europe, and we like to get out there. I think just the architecture and just a beautiful place, and we're really excited to play Bilbao. We get to see hang out with the Biffy guys again, and just to play in another country, in another festival, is always kind of novel.
So with these gigs so far away, is it always nice to come back and play your effectively home city, such as tonight?
I think with everything, it's always opposites. As soon as we're off tour, we want to be back on tour. As soon as we're on tour, we want to be off tour. So when you come home and it's beautiful seeing other places and other towns, and going up to places and going up to Scotland and Wales, they're lovely places, and then to come home and you just know where everything is, and we know they're going to sing every song, and we know that they're going to jump up and down, and it's just the energy transference between us and them is just going to be another level, of that, and so we can't wait to play here. Have
you got anything special planned for tonight's show?
Yeah, we've got a lighting system that we've been working on for like a good 3 months now. We've progressively through the tour just been testing it out and trying different things, and it's something we've sort of like built from scratch so it would do sort of what we wanted for show to show, kind of be the same and kind of make it a bit more of an experiential thing. And we haven't really got it 100% right yet because it's been, it's been pretty buggy. But I mean, I think we're almost there, and I think tonight, because of being the London show, that was our goal, to sort of have it all sort of up and running and kind of add an extra sort of dimension to the show. So fingers crossed, it should be.
It adds a new theme for us to work on as well.
Yeah, we like making it really hard for us. Like, once we get comfortable, for some reason we seem to do that. Like, we keep adding things in, and now we've got a whole like load more things to go wrong.
Yeah.
Which one of you would make the best tap dancer or the best belly dancer?
Definitely. When these hips start to move, they tell no lies.
Do you want to give us a demonstration there?
A demonstration tonight. I need.
He needs to warm up.
I need
first.
electricity. Yeah, I need to warm up as well. I've already pulled a few muscles.
Okay, we'll have to check that out later. We're all coming down anyway. But thanks ever so much for your time, guys. And on behalf of myself and all the guys from Arcane Roots, thank you very much, guys. See you later.